Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to our inaugural episode of Big and Tall Basement Banter. You're here with two dudes in their early to mid-20s in their parents' basement talking about a show that's not even on the air anymore. So let's get into it. Welcome to Big and Tall Basement Banter, Jordan.
Yeah, welcome, Alex.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
My name is Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
and your name's Alex,
Yes.
and this is Big and Tall Basement Banter.
Bat BB.
Bat BB.
Yeah.
Not to get confused with Bad Baby
Right.
from Dr. Phil.
Although content very similar.
Yes, we will have an OnlyFans.
Yes.
Um,
So you have to watch the whole episode.
Yeah.
You got to make it to the end.
we'll link that. You'll get the promo code, all that jazz at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
But we are best friends since high school. We have known each other for
7 years.
7 years.
One of us is one of their best friends.
Yep. Met in high school at Improv Club.
We did. It was our college degree for this.
Yeah.
Really.
We're
really qualified.
Yeah, we have the credentials.
We have a camera and microphones.
And Improv Club experience at the high school level.
You can't put a price on that.
You can't. And yeah, so we wanted to start a podcast about a particular TV show. And this show is called Succession. Now, Alex over here is a diehard Succession fan.
I am. Really, I wanted to get him to watch the show. Yeah. And he basically told me if he's going to watch it, we have to make a podcast about it.
If you want me to watch the show, chip in for equipment.
Yeah.
Give me, hours of your time.
Right.
And start a podcast with you.
So really low cost investment.
Yeah.
Really worth it.
And just, for your credentials, how many times have you seen the show all the way through?
I'd love to say that I know, but I really don't. I would say it's probably 8 or 9. That's 39 episodes, folks.
Times 8 or 9.
Right.
That's
a couple.
It's a few.
Yeah.
I have a couple of shows that are my favorites, and
yeah.
I think maybe tops 3 times I've watched them through.
Wow.
4, top.
That's why I'm the expert at Big and Tall Basement Banter.
And I guess that makes me the idiot.
Yeah, you're basically the dumbass.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Yeah, you're basically just the...
Yeah, I've never seen the show.
Yeah.
And so what we wanted to do is kind of give you guys a lens of see it through the eyes of someone who's never seen it, and see it through the eyes of an expert.
Yeah, it really is a perspective for anybody.
Yeah.
And everybody.
But mainly, we just wanted to hang out and watch a cool show and shoot the shit. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. Should we give them a little bit of background?
Yeah, so really, the reason why we're doing this is because Succession is the best show ever. Objectively.
Subject. Your opinion.
It's objectively, factual, the best show ever.
To you.
No, to everybody.
To
everybody. Objectively.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
The proof's in the pudding.
248
award nominations. 248.
How many of those did they win?
They got 248 nominations, dude.
And how many did they win?
It's in the triple digits, dude. They won triple-digit awards.
That's super impressive. But how many was it?
That's really the only important part. 111.
So it's okay. So
they won so many awards.
Under 50%.
They won so many awards, dude.
If they were a surgeon, they would have so many malpractices. Not that great. But I mean, how many? I guess I will give them some props. How many? They're nominated for what? 28 Emmys.
It's an absurd number.
For 2023?
Yeah, it's an absurd number.
There's one category where it's just Succession
and White Lotus.
It's
disgusting.
It's insane.
Yeah. HBO's taking the cake.
Yeah, because they've been this real underground.
They have really Succession put them on the map.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's just these past couple years.
Yeah.
What's Sopranos or The Wire? No one's heard of that. No. So how many? So 4 seasons, 39 episodes.
Yep.
111 awards.
Yep.
8.9 on IMDb.
8.9, yeah.
Which is pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Not bad. Could be better. Not bad. 95, 96, 95% on Rotten
95
Tomatoes. By the way, Rotten Tomatoes is bullshit.
But
They let
Succession
anybody-
isn't.
Okay, all right, sure. But they let anybody leave a review. You could have any publication or website, and you would be considered a critic review.
BigandTallBasementBanter.com.
Or shitmypants@mcdonalds.com.
Sorry,
Like to
take it.
review for. Okay, sorry.
I buy domains.
So it's impressive. Some good stats.
Yeah.
85 on Metacritic though, but nobody really looks at Metacritic.
248 nominations.
111 wins.
Anyways, so we really wanted to take a deep dive on this show because I think it has a lot to offer for everybody.
Mhm.
We're gonna take it from the view of someone who's watched it way too many times. We're gonna take it from the view of someone who's gonna watch it, and you're gonna get their view in real time. So, I think our format we're gonna shoot for is Jordan's gonna watch an episode. We're going to then film it and kind of get his perspective fresh, and maybe I can add something to it to offer kind of a different lens to it.
And remember, improv club. So it's gonna
Right.
be funny
Yeah.
as heck.
Yeah, we're really born to do this.
Yeah.
I went to school for this.
Yeah. Yeah. I dropped out of school for this. But yeah, the show's for, if you have seen it, follow, might be fun to see what someone who's never seen it thinks.
Yeah.
If you've never seen it, it might be fun to follow along.
Yeah.
And if you're neither of those, maybe you just like us and find us funny, or you're our family/friends and you have to watch.
Right. Which
Hi,
we're
Mom.
watching, by the way. We get analytics. So.
We do.
To kind of give like a basic recap, Succession really revolves around this family who runs a media organization, and it actually kind of resembles the way Fox News is structured with the Murdoch family. It revolves around the patriarch of Rupert Murdoch, who is played by Logan Roy, and it follows his children that are around or in the firm and the power struggle between them. Which if you don't even know about Succession, everyone knows about Fox News.
Sadly.
There's a reason that we're sponsored, by the way. I mean, anyways,
Whoa.
the Trump flag's up somewhere.
Yes.
Sorry. That's for the Plus viewers. It's on Patreon. So, anyways, steal the election. So, it's going to revolve around this family, and it kind of follows their power struggle between each other, which I think is really fascinating, from a fictional viewpoint that's so captivating. I mean, 248 nominations.
111 wins. Under 50% average.
So anyway. So I think it's a very captivating show. I think it has a lot to offer from the first view to the 9th or 10th view.
And they have the guy from Sky High in it.
Yep. And the McDonald's guy.
Is that
Frank
something?
Cox.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. See?
Then they
That's
have,
why I'm here, guys.
Yeah. They have Macaulay Culkin's brother.
Yep.
Home Alone guy.
That's actually his name in the credits.
Mhm.
It's Macaulay Culkin's brother.
And then Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice.
Yes. Yep.
Which is insane. How you can go. We'll get into it. We'll get into it later. But the polar opposite
Yeah.
of characters. Actually, not really.
He just wants to love, man.
Yeah. And Mr. Darcy wasn't a walk in the park either. Oh man,
Was
we
no
have
home
fun.
run.
We have fun. So yeah, it's a good. I mean, he says it's a good show.
248 nominations.
I think I'll be the decider.
Yeah.
The finale of the show, 38 episodes from now.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
All 38 episodes.
Yeah.
Because that's when I'll decide. Definitively.
Yeah.
Once and for all, for everyone, for the whole world. If Succession's all right,
And even if you're not interested in the show at that point, we're gonna drink so much Cheetos that you can also stay tuned to see if we're still alive and don't have liver cirrhosis.
Yeah. We'll get into it later, but after last night, I'm halfway there. So, this podcast will probably be the death of us.
It'll make or break, but definitely break him.
Yeah. It'll break me, but it might make you.
Yeah. And really, that's
Which, yeah.
what life's all about,
Yeah.
baby.
So we should probably explain the title of the podcast.
Sure.
More. So, obviously, I'm tall.
Right.
Tall guy.
Yeah.
Alex is he's a little big.
Just say it.
He's big, okay? He's a big guy. And
I can hear you in the comments.
And but he's okay. He's self-deprecating about it.
Yeah.
He makes fun of it before anybody else can make fun of it.
Yeah,
okay,
you just gotta beat him to it.
It doesn't even really bother him.
Right. Well, totally.
So
anyway.
So it's a big and tall basement.
Basement.
Bat BB.
Bat BB.
So I watched season 1, episode 1 last night.
Yeah. What'd you think?
For the first time. And I got to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I shoot from the heart?
I prefer.
If we weren't doing this podcast,
right,
I don't think I would keep on watching. It's just
really. Let's just do a quick recap, just to catch some people up who haven't seen it before.
Quick, we'll spar. We'll shoot them back and forth.
Yeah.
All right, we got an old patriarch named Logan Roy, who wakes up. He's pissing in his room. He's not all fully there.
On the floor.
Yeah. And it was a little red. Did you notice that?
He's an old guy.
Is that what happens when you get old?
We're going to find out. If we don't drink enough Tito's, we're going to find out.
You know what? Last night, I think my piss was... Okay.
Sponsor us, by the way, please.
Yeah, please.
Please sponsor us. We can't pay for all this Tito's by ourselves.
Yeah.
Or the liver transplant.
Or rehab.
Yeah.
So we got Logan Roy. Turning 80, it's his birthday.
Yeah.
He's slated to step down. His second oldest son, his oldest in the family business, Kendall, is on cloud 9. He thinks it's his time to shine.
Yeah, he thinks he's running the show.
Yeah.
It's like his announcement day.
Yeah, and he's got this deal going on. Episode starts, deal falls apart.
Yeah.
And he just kind of gets rolled over by this other guy. So that's a little bit of a damper. And then we find out, a few scenes later that Logan Roy is not stepping down.
Yes.
It was all a ruse, or he just decided, changed his mind, but didn't really tell anybody.
He strong arms his own child.
His own son.
Yeah.
And just drops it on him day of that, oh, you know what, actually I'm going to stay on.
Yeah, this was years in the making.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I'm good.
Years of corporate strategy and building up, and he said, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then he also drops the bomb that his wife is going to be on the trust.
Yeah.
And she's going to get double voting power on the board if something happens.
And really, tricked Kendall into signing it.
Yeah, tricked Kendall into signing the papers over to the trust.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the main dynamic between those two.
Yeah.
And we have some other characters, obviously. We got Cousin Greg.
Yeah.
We get introduced to him.
A national sweetheart.
He's my guy.
Yeah.
He's working at an amusement park and pukes in the mascot's head.
Yeah.
Because he was high. And
really just a blue collar worker, man.
Yeah. Just a civilian.
Just trying to make it.
One of us. And he calls his mom. He says, so we first see him smoking. We get introduced to him. He's smoking a joint in the car. Then he pukes in his mascot's head. Then he gets fired. And he calls his mom and he tells her, "We don't believe what happened. I picked up this hitchhiker on the way to work because I didn't want him to get sexually assaulted or anything. And he brought out one of those a doobie." Which is so good. That's gold.
Yeah.
That's quote of the episode. And his mom tells him to call or to go visit his great uncle, who is Logan Roy.
Mm-hmm. So he's kind of distant. He's outside of the core family.
And he's not living in a New York City penthouse.
Right. Being driven around by drivers.
Yeah. And then the other. Yeah. Well, I have Uber.
Yeah.
Select. Is that even an Uber thing? Premier. What?
XL.
Black.
We're so
black.
poor.
And the other characters we meet, the two other main siblings, the Roy siblings. We got Shiv, who doesn't work for the family business. She's in politics, right?
Right. But her boyfriend does.
Yeah, husband. Or are they married? They're married, right? They're not married yet?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just assumed they were. Okay. So boyfriend does work for him,
right?
And he's like a kiss ass.
Yeah.
Tom. That's Mr. Darcy.
He's like a mid-level executive.
Yeah. And then we have Roman.
Right.
Who is just like this self-aware, doesn't give a crap, says what he wants, kind of. He starts off likable, but then at the end of the episode, not so much. But that's the third main sibling, and then they have a fourth one who's just a kook.
Yeah, there's Connor.
Yeah, he gets his billionaire dad sourdough for his birthday.
His 80th birthday.
His 80th birthday sourdough.
It's sourdough starter. Like he has to make it still.
Yeah, and then the worst part is it's not even like in a cool like thing.
He put it
it's
in
just
Tupperware.
Yeah, so yeah, those are the four children, the three main siblings, vying for control, and then you got cousin Greg, and you got Shiv's husband or boyfriend Tom. There was a scene my favorite scene.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite scene is after Logan drops the bomb on Kendall about all this. Is he goes into a bathroom and he just fucks it up.
He rips it apart.
He just goes to town on it.
But like strategically almost.
Yeah.
Like
picking up Q-tips and breaking them, slamming a hairdryer against a dresser, and then eating a magazine.
Just going to town on it.
Yeah.
Which, like, fun fact, he didn't actually. The actor Jeremy Strong didn't know the magazine was going to be in the room in that scene.
Really?
Yeah. So like, because like the magazine was like heir to the throne, like it was like kind of foreshadowing like his eventual takeover of Waystar, which they thought was coming up like that day, and it has like his face on the cover, and the actor, who's very method, didn't know that it was going to be in the bathroom in that scene, and when he noticed it, he just like freaked out and like did what we would all do, is take a bite.
So in this, there wasn't Eats magazine in the script.
No.
He did that on his own free.
He did it on his own.
Wow.
248 nominations.
111 wins.
Well,
Maybe if he ate more magazines,
maybe.
the number would be a little higher.
He only ate one. That's true.
Well, spoilers.
Sorry.
Now I know there's no more magazines. Why should I even watch?
True.
So yeah, and then after all that, he cleans it all up, and it's all nice and spick and span, except for a couple, marks on the dresser that he slammed.
Which kind of like speaks to his character a little bit. Like, I feel that he's like thinks he's very like in control of his life, but he really isn't, because it's really his dad's life. Like, his whole life revolves around like serving Logan, as trying to like become him. So like, especially like when he goes into the office when he thinks he's buying Walter, which was like his biggest achievement in his career so far. He takes one drag of the cigarette and then puts it out, which, like, it could be looked at as, like, him not having time to smoke the whole thing. But also it could be looked at as him, like, controlling his addiction, because it's been foreshadowed a lot in this episode that he had addiction issues in the past. It's kind of him, like, thinking he's in control of it and only taking one drag, and him, like, trying to, like, I don't know, take the upper hand on his addiction a little bit.
Makes sense. That's also just some rich people shit to do.
True.
Like,
yeah.
I'd be smoking it to the then I'd be looking on the ground for other.
How do I light this filter?
Yeah. You got a light?
Got a cigarette?
you got a pack? Yeah. And then for someone who craves control, everything's going wrong for him.
Yeah. Oh, his whole
the deal's going out of control. The whole takeover's going out of control.
Yep.
Everything.
And he's really like tricked into it almost. Like, when his dad came to him and had him sign all the paperwork, like, he was basically told, "Oh, don't worry about it, don't lawyer, it's just like housekeeping."
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know, he like trusted his dad because who would, but like he definitely like took advantage of his children, like the entire episode.
Yeah.
At 8 years old.
Except for
Roman, he is.
And really just Kendall.
No, because he also like told him like, "Hey, this is my 80th birthday. Sign this piece of paper."
Oh yeah, true. I don't want sourdough. Sourdough's great.
Yeah,
but
sourdough's starter. It's not bread.
Yeah. So yeah, then they have his birthday lunch, and then they all get on helicopters like billionaires do, and they fly to a baseball field.
What would you do?
You
would take an airplane.
I would get an airplane.
Then because they have everyone in one plane.
Yeah, I would get an airplane. I would fly to like an MLB field.
That makes sense. Right. So you wouldn't have your own.
No.
Oh.
No. Yeah. It's my stadium.
Oh, right.
It's my
right,
baseball team.
Right. Just blue collar
Anyway,
guys.
yeah. So they go and they play baseball. Roman shoulders his way in. Logan has this 30-year-old friend, not 30-year-old, like they've been friends for 30 years, named Frank. And Roman wants Frank's job.
Yeah.
And Logan says, all right.
And really, he only wants his job to be in line for Logan's job. He only wants to be in if he can be CEO.
Yeah. But Logan's he does it. He fires Frank. Has been friends for 30 years and just up and fires him for his crackhead weird son. And then Logan's trying to get Shiv to join the company. And then we get a glimpse into the insaneness and like weirdness of Tom.
Yeah.
Because he just like fucks with.
We see him around people other than like the core family that he wants to be.
Yeah. We
see him around like regular people.
Yeah. Good old Greg.
Gross.
And he just basically sexually harasses Greg.
Kiss me. If I told you to,
would you?
Turn the cameras off.
I'm kidding. I'm razzing
you.
It's
jokes,
I'm
dude.
It's
for the ad rev.
Flaming prick.
I'm
kidding.
You got me again, dude.
Yeah. So that's our Tom impression.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what to think of that guy. I mean, he seems psychotic.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he could kill.
Oh, for sure.
Like I don't know if Succession ever becomes like a murder mystery or like a, Breaking Bad. You have to pull the trigger. You got to open the door and shoot the guy.
Greg is actually Gale, by the way.
R.I.P. So yeah, and then after that they play baseball, and Roman, who I liked up until this point, just is an absolute asshole.
Yeah.
Kendall has to leave to go deal with the deal he has with this media company.
Yep.
That he's been dealing with all episode, and they're down on players, so he gets a kid from the family that like works there.
Yep. Takes care of the field.
Just normal kid. And Roman tells the kid he'll give him $1 million if he hits a home run.
Yep.
And then he goes over and he actually writes a check for $1 million. Kid has a pretty good hit, but he gets tagged out at third, and then Roman runs up into his face, laughing in his face, and then rips up the check right in front of him, and then gives him a piece of the check and says, "Here's $250,000." So messed up.
Now, do you remember what Logan did after that?
Didn't he go up to the kid and he said like, "Good try"?
He shook his hand.
Yeah.
It was valiant effort.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know. It kind of showed that like Logan created this, but he's not as bad as it.
Yeah. The fact that no one stopped him. I mean, Shiv said something. Like Shiv did.
She did before he wrote the check, not after.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I don't know, like, how no one stepped in. So yeah, Roman went from like one of my favorites to at the bottom of the pile.
So we get back on the helicopter.
Yeah, they give the family a watch and make them sign an NDA.
You gotta sign an NDA.
Yeah.
With every NDA comes a watch.
Yeah.
That's just the rules.
A 20, how
Probably
much?
20 to 50.
20, yeah, just 20, 50. Just a quick 20 for a triple. He wasn't even safe.
I know,
He got
dude.
tagged out. Pussy.
0.0 batting average, come on, man.
I mean, it's better than less than 50%.
240 nominations.
Yeah, so they get back on the helicopter. The baseball game's done. Logan's, he's like, all right, he's talking to Shiv and Roman, and he says, okay. And I think Connor's there, too.
Yep.
And a helicopter. And he says, okay, you guys are going to sign this trust? Are you going to make Marcy, add her to the trust and give her voting power?
And this is after he fired Frank to hire Roman.
Yes. And also after Greg kind of weaseled his way in. I don't know if you mentioned that, but Greg kind of weaseled his way in to
Try to. He
kind of like, my grandfather's seat, that must be a bit of a hassle to work around. If only you had somebody you could trust there or something.
Why try and get out of the theme parks when you can just try and get on the board?
Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, stepping stones. You know?
So yeah, he's asking his 3 kids, are they going to sign? And then Roman and Shiv tell him no.
Stonewall him.
Just kind of like,
nah, we're good.
Yeah. almost kind of like leading him on the whole day.
Definitely.
And then he's gonna react. You think he might blow up, he might get angry, but then he just starts speaking gibberish and strokes out in a helicopter.
Yep.
And then we cut to Kendall, and he's doing that deal that he's been working through the whole entire episode, and he's been getting screwed over by this guy. This dude, the guy comes up. Lawrence is his name. He owns this media company that they're trying to buy. He's been stonewalling him, and he goes up to Kendall and he says, "Have you heard the news?" And Kendall says, "No." And Lawrence shakes his hand. He says, "All right, we have a deal." And Kendall shakes his hand back, and it's official. And then Lawrence drops it on him, the news about his dad. Yep. Like, your dad just had a brain hemorrhage. But no sympathy. Because he goes right into saying, like, you let the wolf into the chicken coop.
I'm gonna eat you one by fucking one.
Well, your daddy's not there to protect you anymore.
Yep.
And then the end of the episode, they kind of show that family from the baseball field.
Yep.
And they show the watch sitting out at their end table, and it zooms out, and you can kind of hear like the radio and the TV, and they're all talking about Logan Roy. And that's the end of episode 1. And I would not have watched episode 2. Just because, honestly, because of the whole Roman baseball thing.
Really?
Yeah.
That turned you off to the entire show.
I mean, how am I supposed to watch an hour-long show? Like 39 episodes of a show, each one an hour long, if I don't like any of the characters, like only one character. If they're all so unlikable.
That's the best part. Like, for most of the show, you don't like them, and you want to.
That's not a selling point.
You know, like, you have to watch. You have to get to episode 6. We've talked about this before.
Oh my god, I hate
You
this.
have to get to episode 6, dude.
Hey, watch this show. It's so good. You just have to get to season 4, episode 8, about 45 minutes in. That's the sweet spot.
Really, episode 4 is where it really starts to get good. You gotta give it time.
I mean, we're doing
Unfortunately,
this.
you're stuck.
Yeah,
You
I'm
have
stuck
to.
now.
You have to give it time.
But if it was up to, if there were no cameras on me, and you weren't holding a gun to me.
Right. Under the chair.
I don't think I would go number 2. I don't think I would go number 2. I almost did in my pants after last night. Speaking of,
what'd you do last night, Jordan?
Yeah. So another aspect of the show is for every episode we're gonna make a drinking game.
I'm gonna make you.
Yeah, you're gonna make
I'm gonna make you die.
Yeah.
So
the expert is gonna craft and sculpt a drinking game specific to every single individual episode.
Yes. So the focus for episode 1, there's a couple main objectives for the drinking game. The first rule of the drinking game: you had to drink anytime a helicopter was on screen, as a normal mode of transportation. Now there could be multiple on screen. That would be one shot. So anytime there was a helicopter, he had to take a shot. Anytime they talked about sourdough bread, take a shot, or on screen. Pound one. Thanks, Tito's. Anytime someone ate a magazine, take a shot. You see a magazine, you're chowing down. You gotta wash it down with something.
Yep.
That's what Tito's is for. The last rule was
Sponsor us.
handpicked by yours truly, as they all were, but this one was special. Anytime our beloved national treasure, Greg, said the word like, take a shot. So let me ask you this, Jordan. How many shots did you take last night?
Like total?
Like total shots?
Whole shots.
Yeah.
I took 19.
How many were because of Greg?
11. This motherfucker.
I thought you said you liked him.
I love him. He got me so drunk. His first speaking his first speaking scene, after he pukes in the mascot, when he's calling his mom, he says the word like 9 times. So I was like smooth sailing for the first 10, maybe like 15 minutes of the episode.
Yeah, pretty spaced out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there were none. Because there was no helicopters yet. There was no sourdough.
True.
And then all of a sudden, I got bombarded with 9 shots. So I took them like a good soldier.
Like a man.
But after that, I went to half shots.
I don't blame you. Now, this game was made for Jordan, but it's really made for the viewers too. This is something to really kind of stay interactive with and try and beat his high score. Make sure we didn't miss anything.
Yeah, and also keep me honest.
Yeah.
Because by like 45 minutes of the episode, I was probably 12, 13 shots in. So it's a strong chance I missed some.
This many.
Yeah. So that's the expert mode. That's if you have a problem.
Yeah. If you're just looking to like watch the show and have a fun game as well, don't listen to Greg.
No.
Don't.
Just do helicopter,
bread,
sourdough, and magazine.
Yeah.
And then if you're like, I'm not that, I can go harder, but I can't go that hard.
You can't go Greg.
Greg
mode's a whole different level.
Greg, you don't want to go Greg mode.
You don't want to go Greg mode.
Just go in Greg mode, and I just that was my drink. God damn.
Thank God this is a music podcast.
I mean, speaking of music,
yes,
we'll get to that. Yeah, so for like a middle between that.
Yeah, if you're looking lower than Greg mode, but something to keep it interesting.
Yeah, if you're just not ready, you're not feeling like you're prepared to go Greg mode. That's perfectly okay.
Which not everybody, by the way.
Not everybody can go Greg mode.
No.
I don't even think Greg could go Greg mode.
I don't think so. Well he's only having a Dodrick, so.
Yeah. So the middle would be helicopter, sourdough, and magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do the Greg rule every time Greg says but you space it out like 10 seconds.
10-second intervals, yeah. Just so you can remember the end of the episode by the time you get there.
Yeah, and when you wake up in the morning, you know where you are.
Right, and then also when you're filming the podcast episode,
the night
after, you're not still drunk.
Yeah, and a little dehydrated.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the drinking game. We'd love, if you guys to follow along, participate.
Become an alcoholic with us.
Yeah, we'd love. We could all have, what's that? I always wanted to be in a club. What's that one club?
It's
Alcoholics Anonymous.
AA. It's why it starts with A's. Alex Anthony.
Nice.
Let's go.
So if you guys want to develop a drinking problem, and you like shows about rich people,
go Greg mode. Really.
Go Greg mode, and also watch our podcast. So yeah, that was 19 shots.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of a I guess vendetta against you.
Right. So how should we even the score? I know you're kind of butthurt and your liver.
Okay, well, butthurt. If you had to take 19 fucking shots,
I mean, there were
within an hour.
Halvesies.
If you wanted to take, it would still be 14 shots in an hour.
I'm built for this. What do you got?
A little quiz, I think.
Really?
See if you actually are a little expert.
All right. What do you got?
I got 5 questions.
You can handle it.
If you miss a question, you take a shot. If you get it, though, I'm still drunk, so it doesn't really matter. I'll take a shot.
Jordan, I didn't... Listen, I didn't mean for you to go Greg mode. I apologize.
So when you were typing out that little every time Greg says in your head, I am actually curious. In your head, when you guesstimated how many shots that might be, what did you come out to?
I lost count.
But you still typed it and you still sent it.
All right, I'm ready. I'm the expert. All
right, question number 1.
This is my little SAT.
And by the way, you guys can follow along at home. If you're driving, take out your Tito's.
Yeah, but pull over, do it safe.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. You know what? It doesn't have to be Tito's.
It could be Orloff or something.
It can be Orloff.
If you're trying to save a buck.
Whatever you want. Yeah. But, if you're driving,
be sure to pull
that's
over.
Not an excuse. Huh?
Be safe. Pull over. Put it on cruise control.
There you go.
Happy medium.
Cruise
control. This is my SAT, dude. My succession aptitude test, baby. Come on.
Did you take the SAT?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever took it.
Really?
No, I only took the ACT.
I think I scored like a 12 something.
See, I don't even know how the scoring works. I don't even know if that's impressive.
It's not.
Okay.
It's up to like 1,600.
Okay.
I think like 1,100 is like average.
So you're above average.
Yeah. Huh.
What'd you get on your ACT?
20. It was like 27 or something.
Hey, me too.
That's why we're both here.
Yep.
That's why we're here doing a podcast in the basement.
Okay, question number 1. Are you ready?
This is my SAT. How many hours do I have?
5.
Okay, good.
How many Q-tips did Kendall snap in his freakout scene?
Come on.
How many individual Q-tips?
I know how many magazines he ate.
1. What if it was like 5? What if I had to do 5 takes?
So much ink.
So much fiber.
Hang on. 3.
Fine.
3. 3 is my final answer.
Wrong.
How many was it?
2.
Are you kidding me? Come on, there's gotta be some room for error.
No. This is... Was there room for error last night when I took 19 slash...
How many
14
Q-tips?
shots?
Come on.
Hey, you're the expert. You're telling me the 8 or 9 times you watched that episode, you didn't count how many
But I
Q-tips?
gave you a fun fact. That should even out.
I gave you a fun fact. I mean, that is a pretty fun fact. So he's method?
Big time.
So does that? How's that? He just never breaks character?
No, like when they would film, he's Kendall Roy. Yeah.
That's some like Jared Leto shit.
Like the actors, like his co-actors, hated him.
Really?
Yeah. Like Brian Cox does not like Jeremy Strong.
And that's Logan, right?
Yeah.
Brian Cox.
Which probably helped.
You know what? That makes sense. I saw a TikTok. I know. I'm cool. I'm young and I'm hip and I'm on TikTok. But it was like backstage, like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it was like the dude who plays Greg was playing.
Nicholas Braun.
Sure.
Yeah.
The guy from Sky High.
Yeah. I call him Nick though.
Okay, yeah. You guys are first name?
Yeah.
Okay.
We go Nick mode.
He was playing the piano and like singing.
Yeah.
And you could see Kendall and Logan, the actors in the background. Or you could see Kendall and Logan walk by and didn't give him like the time of day.
Yeah. They are not. Like, Brian Cox thinks he takes it way too seriously, which he probably does.
But I mean, it worked.
It did work. 248 award.
Under 50% winning percentage. How many is he up? Are they up for the? Do you know for the Emmys? Are they up against each other? Like who?
Yes, definitely for lead, for sure.
Is it who's considered lead? Kendall and Logan.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I think Roman was nominated this too.
And lead.
Yeah. It's all like Succession and White Lotus. Okay,
Yeah,
I've put off the shot
yeah.
long enough.
Come on,
Damn
it's
it.
time to pay your dues. Now imagine that times 19.
Listeners at home, if you're on Spotify, stay there for the next like 20 seconds in case I yak.
That was a good little sound.
Oh boy.
All right, ready?
No.
What animal was Greg's mascot uniform?
Dodrick the dog.
You even know the
I know the name.
You know the
dude.
name?
Yes, it's Dodrick, bro. Come on.
Did they say that in the episode?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I think when he's suiting up to go out.
When was the last time you saw that episode?
At least 5 or 6 months.
I watched that shit last night, and that was before I got drunk. And I don't remember.
Just the little things.
I'm used to this anyways. I just all over our new mics. Sponsor us.
Please. Pay for the rehab.
I'll just raw dog it. All right.
Rod Dodrick.
Question 3.
Yep.
Let's see. When does the Preakend start and end?
Oh, come on. Okay. It's Thursday to Friday. I know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm. That's the days, what are the times?
So it's definitely Thursday. Like it's got to be like the afternoon. So I call it like Thursday afternoon, like Friday, like end of day.
Is that final answer?
I don't.
Is that?
Can it not?
I can tell you if it's right or wrong if it's your final answer.
Well, I
just need to know if it's your final answer.
I feel like that's
wrong.
Come on, man.
Thursday lunch to Friday afternoon.
Then what's Friday end of day?
Yeah, I don't know why. Because at Friday afternoon, there's still like a couple hours left in the workday. I mean, I guess if you're rich, you get to go home early on Fridays.
I guess, yeah.
Well, another shot.
It's Hito. Oh, it's Hito. Please sponsor us, by the way. Please. I gotta chase that first shot I took.
Yeah, this was me last night. By myself. In the dark.
Alright. How many more questions do you have?
That was the third.
Okay.
So I have two more.
Please sponsor us.
I wonder if this will work. If you just keep on asking.
Ask and you shall receive is what they said.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to go half these, you can.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a monster.
Yeah, who would be?
I don't make a rule.
I don't want you going Greg mode on you.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want me going Greg mode.
I would go Greg mode all over you, bro.
Family show.
Keep those cameras rolling. Check out our Patreon, by the way. Coming soon.
OnlyFans.
Well, yeah. Only for our fans is what he meant.
On Patreon.
Well, yeah.
You'll find the link to our OnlyFans.
You're right, yeah.
Yep.
For our only fans.
Yep.
No one else.
My mom might watch this.
My grandma will definitely watch this. Good thing she has no clue what a fan only is.
You gonna
What?
You gonna take the shot?
Oh, I already poured it, don't worry.
Yeah, but are you gonna... Because the next part would be drinking.
Well, yeah, I'm waiting for the next one to get wrong.
Well, no, because you got one wrong, so this is your second one you got wrong, so you
Yeah,
gotta take that
I
one.
took the drink. Did you not pay attention?
No, I think
Are you?
I was, yeah.
Is this plugging in the camera right now?
You gonna cry?
Were you?
You wanna hit me?
Yeah. So, yeah.
So, yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Good, I'm really excited. I think the podcast will be fun. I think it'd be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. You know, I think we should probably keep it clean. You know, you don't want to be drinking on set.
You don't want to be swearing or making jokes about like
Drinking.
OnlyFans
Really,
or drinking.
That's
Kids might watch this.
yeah.
You know,
My kids might watch this.
You know how many kids are fans of Succession?
So many, dude.
At
5.9 million
least
viewers, by the way.
Average.
Yeah.
And that's
Almost
not
6
including,
million people.
That's not including live viewers. That's like delayed viewership too. But yeah. So,
I mean, I'm probably like 1 million of those, but
do you know how many White Lotus had?
irrelevant.
I think it was about like 11 million.
Irrelevant.
You know how much Euphoria had?
Irrelevant.
About 15.
Irrelevant.
Do you know how much House of the Dragon?
House of Hunan?
Only people who live by us will know
Wait.
that. House of the Dragon.
These
Dragon
nuts
in
across
your
the face! Yeah, take a shot.
What?
Okay, so take this one.
House of the Game of Thrones spinoff and Last of Us, 30 million. But yeah, 6 million is pretty cool.
248 award nominations.
111 wins, 150%. All right, 2 more left. You could have 2 more shots left.
Could have 0 shots. Because I'm an expert.
You could. That is possible. That is possible.
I mean, these questions are kind of crazy, but not biggie.
You know what? You know what's also crazy?
What's crazy?
Every time Greg says like, take a shot. That's pretty crazy. What was the name of Roman's film idea?
All right, give me some context.
They're in the helicopter
Mm-hmm.
on the way to the baseball field. Logan's trying to get Roman to come back.
Yep.
And Roman's talking about his time in California with Frank.
Right.
And Roman's saying they didn't appreciate my ideas and stuff. And Logan says, "Oh, is this the film thing?" And Roman's like, "Oh no, you mean blank?"
This was on the baseball field. It wasn't in the helicopter.
Oh, it was.
Robot Olympics. Come on now. Stop it. I'm the expert.
Did you know it all along and you were just fucking toying with me?
Yeah. Take a shot. I'm going Greg mode on you.
So we're tied.
We are.
2-2.
Show 'em what you got, Reggie.
You're gonna get copyrighted.
That's what we're worried about.
Our sponsors won't like that.
That's true. Please sponsor us, by the way.
See how quick I did that?
Yeah.
See how there was no dead air? I even made a joke when I did it.
I was making jokes while I was holding.
Professional alcoholic!
I didn't have practice like he did last night.
Yeah, I had a lot of practice. 19 times of practice.
Halvesies.
Okay.
All right, come on. What do you got?
Final question. What brand was the watch Tom got Logan for his birthday?
Oh, gosh. Okay. So, it's not a Rolex. It's not a Richard Mille.
It's not an Apple Watch.
Is it a Timex? No. No. I mean, gosh. AP?
Final answer?
It's either that or Protect. AP.
Wrong.
It's a fucking Protect Philippe.
Protect Philippe. And he even says, when he gives it to him, he like clarifies,
Yeah.
it's a Protect Philippe. And Logan's
tells you
like,
how rich you are.
yeah.
Did you rehearse that?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Well, yeah.
All right, I guess I win.
Well, the bottle's almost empty. I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to, but you can have it. You know what? My gift.
Oh, really?
Do you want me to pour it for you?
No, it's okay.
I can.
No.
I can go Greg mode.
No. I can.
All right, okay.
I can. All right. I can.
So that was the quiz. The quiz segment. How'd you like that?
Not fun.
Yeah. Cause guess what was even less fun?
16 more.
Yeah. But I feel pretty decent watching you try to delay the inevitable.
Yeah.
Felt good.
Like right now.
Yeah.
Like I'll talk for another 30 seconds before I take the shot.
As long as it gets taken.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Liam Neeson.
Can I take it home?
Yeah, just drive home.
Yeah.
With the
cruise control, everybody. Come on.
Cruise control.
Come on.
Brights
Absolute
on.
control. Cruise control.
Yeah. Okay.
That should be an ad.
No.
Sponsor us. Ohio Department of Safety.
We've given them the state we live in. A local restaurant.
Yeah.
I think you said your last name.
Yeah.
They're gonna find you and us. I know. I'm fine. Come, take my Tito's.
We're linking our socials. They're gonna know where we are.
Yeah, true. Because I post on those so much.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, he's a
Well, I
frequent user.
I did recent.
He did.
Okay.
Who's your front runner, man? Who do you like?
Like my favorite character?
Yeah. No, for the fucking election.
I feel like, you know...
Trump 2024, baby.
We got to
We're still sponsored by Fox.
We can't make that joke. I'm gonna, at the end, I'm pan up. Just to show that there's nothing. But then I edit it in.
Steal the election.
I feel like if anybody's answer isn't...
I gotta take this fucking thing.
That's what she said. I think if anybody said anything other than Greg, then you're insane. Or, I mean, there's a couple that'd be fine, but like Greg's, I feel for me, he's the clear front runner.
I like Shiv.
Yeah, I like Shiv. She's like more normal.
Yeah.
She's not really involved in the company.
Right.
And
she like has her own career outside of them, which I like.
And also.
Anyways, my future wife's gonna be watching this.
I'm saying she has red hair. Like, she's Australian in real life.
Right. Like Rupert Murdoch. It's for continuity.
And
it's for continuity.
And she's a great actress. Great actress.
You're right.
But yeah, no, Greg. He's my front runner.
Okay.
Roman probably would have been my front runner if he didn't show that he was a complete psychopath at the end there.
Right. Which, outside looking in, as watching it 9 times, alleged expert, I guess.
Yeah, 3 shots deep expert over here.
I think the only reason you're in that state of mind is because Roman's the only one that's shown it to you, but it doesn't mean that he's the only one like that. If that makes any sense. But we'll see. We'll see who grows. I like Shiv a lot at this point because I think she has her own chance to be someone outside of Waystar where no one else really does.
I see that.
Yeah.
She was also the most level-headed. She didn't like freak out, like over freak out or anything.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but when she called Kendall to tell him about Logan, and she was crying, I actually was a little surprised.
Really?
I was like, wait, these people have hearts?
Which I think that's part of the show that like keeps you so in it. Like you forget that these are obviously as characters, but they're real people, you know? Like you look at them as like these heartless monsters who only care about themselves, but then they show you these moments of them being real people and it's like, aw. And it's like, oh, they have $5 billion.
Yeah. Hey, billionaires hurt too.
Well, I wouldn't know. I'm only a millionaire.
Yeah. I'm only a hundredaire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there anything you noticed? Like, what are some things you noticed on rewatches?
Yeah.
Like on the first episode
So,
that you didn't.
The one thing I noticed was Marsha's name gets changed all the time.
Is Logan's wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Marsha's right? That's the...
Marsha is the correct pronunciation. She's Marsha, Marcy, Marcia. Logan said all three of those in like 20 minutes. It's crazy.
I left that episode thinking her name was Marcy.
Most people do. I thought it was on my first watch. But her
crazy.
name is Marsha.
Okay. Yeah, I would have... Yeah, I thought it was Marcy.
Yeah. So that was one big thing. The other thing is, a lot of the shots that you see are, and this is more like I learned as I watched a couple more times and looked into it more, like very little is green screened. A lot of it's a real location, like the apartments on Billionaires Row in Manhattan. The shots in Waystar at the office are at the World Trade Center, which is really cool.
Wow.
And we get to see some better views as we go through the season, but there's some really cool stuff. They really focus on shooting at live locations, which makes it even more real, which is cool. So
yeah, that's awesome.
I will say, I think they missed on a couple scenes, which I think as improv alumni and professionals.
Improv club, 2 years and 3 years.
I think we really have the
5 years combined experience.
We got an undergrad going on a master's in this.
Yeah, we do.
So I think we have the ability to fill in the gaps, per se. What do you think? You in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
So I got one for you. So
okay.
So this is when Greg is going to the party, and you'll notice he's carrying a bag in his hand, but they never talk about what's in the bag, like as a gift. Like they never show what the gift is.
Oh yeah, his gift for Logan.
Yeah, he's holding like in a black plastic bag, and he comes in. Well, I'm here to see you. And it's like they tackle him and stuff, but they never show what's in the bag. So I think we can kind of fill in the gaps for some viewers. I would think.
All right.
So I am Greg. You would be Logan, which we don't know exactly how often they've interacted, but from like the elevator scene, you'd think it would probably count on one hand. Like they're not, he thinks his name's Craig, so take it as you will. So I'm Greg, and you are Logan. Okay.
All right.
You with it? All right, give me a fuck off.
Fuck off.
Good. Okay. Hey, Uncle Logs, how you doing? Happy birthday, big guy. I got something for you, man. I knew it was your birthday, and I really wanted to get you something special, so I got you something. So, happy birthday. Here you go, man. Happy birthday, Uncle Logs.
Craig?
I mean, like on birth certificate it says Greg, but like I'm flexible. So like whatever is more convenient for you. If you already have like business cards made up for me, I'm cool with whatever. So just let me know. Yeah, just. So I mean Greg, but like if it's already Craig, then I can do that too. But just open it up. Happy birthday. Take a look.
Your grandfather died yet?
No, but you know, I think there's some possibility for me to you know, euthanize your. I mean, not you like euthanize, like bring youth into your building. You know what I mean? Like I could be that guy for you. You know, I didn't mean to swing. I'm very excited to be with you, Uncle Logs. You know, it's really good to see you. So open it up. Let me show you what you got. It came from the heart, man.
Zen.
I like they forgave your sins. You know what I mean? You know, it's like the young people talk, which I could bring to Waystar. So open it up, dude. I mean, Uncle Logs. Sorry.
The mint. The mints.
Yeah, I got you. I didn't know like what nicotine level you're on right now. I know you're a little older in age, which I could help with. You know, I'm a little more experienced with the younger demographic, but you know I got you some Zin, to get you with the times. You know what I mean? Pop one in, dude. Try it. There you go. You want me to open it for you? I don't want to like step on your toes. You just.
How's your mom?
She's okay. Yeah, she could probably money's a little tight right now, but we're trying to work through it.
I'm happy for you. So I eat it.
So no. You just put it in your lip. Some people do what's called like an upper decker, where like you
poop in the in the water tank.
No. No.
That's what it was back.
Not like your day. Like my day. Like upper decker. Like you deck one up. Like yeah up top.
And then I eat it.
No. You just put it upstairs, right in your lip. Now it's got a bit of a kick, so be careful with it. So don't pass out on me or anything. I don't need that on my hands. You know what I mean? Because I don't have a job yet or anything. So, Uncle Lugs, are you okay? Uncle Lugs, you dropped one, dude. Come on. Those are expensive. Come on.
This beats sourdough. Let me tell you.
That's what I'm boy.
Where's the bathroom?
Are you putting me on the
Where's
board?
the bathroom?
Just right in the corner, right there.
I need a piss. All right. That's pretty good. First improv scene of. Probably shouldn't crinkle that. First improv scene of the podcast.
Yeah. I think it was a good idea we did the shots first.
Yes.
Good order.
I didn't know. I mean, channeling Logan is just grunting.
Yeah.
And not really saying words.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to help.
It's okay. I was trying.
Yeah, I mean, you were doing Greg well.
Thanks.
Just kind of, because blah, blah, blah.
Like.
All right, so that's the scene that you didn't get to see where Greg gave Logan his birthday present.
Right. Yeah. So really, we're just trying to fill in the gaps for a great show, but I mean, well, obviously it's great. I mean, objectively, 248 nominations.
It's fine.
So
again,
I think we really fill in the gaps pretty well.
Yeah. Again, improv.
We're really the Will Ferrell. We're the executive producer.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think did we mention?
He is the executive producer on the show.
Will Ferrell is an executive producer of this show, and also Adam McKay, who did Big Short.
No, Nicholas Patel did.
Adam McKay.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Who's the expert around here?
Yeah.
We gotta take a shot.
Nicholas Patel is the soundtrack guy, right?
He is. Fantastic soundtrack, by the way. Like,
yeah.
To fill in the gaps of like when I would rewatch it so much, I would almost get like tired of it. I would listen to the soundtrack, like on Spotify. It slaps. It's right here, by the way, folks. There's a reason it's up here.
When you looked at Spotify Wrapped, was that on there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Now I know why you didn't post it on your Instagram story. All right, I think what's left is time.
So what are you hoping for the next episode? I know Greg is your guy, but like overall, what's your hope for the next episode? What are you hoping to see?
I'm hoping. So like, are we thinking? I have some hopes and I have some predictions.
Sure, give me both. I'm cool with that.
So I'm hoping Greg gets his way in. He like puts his foot in the door.
Right.
And because Logan's like the only guy who really even kind of entertained the idea of him, coming in.
Yeah.
And now he's unconscious in the hospital. Yeah. So I'm worried no one's gonna let him in. Like no one's gonna be like, no one's gonna take his word that Logan was supportive of him.
He needs to find somebody.
Yeah. So I hope to see that. I hope / predict that Marsha's gonna make some waves. Now that Logan's,
Especially with like, she knows the kids know about her supposed to be on the trust, and not all of them have signed it yet. So I could see her like pushing the kids to be like, "Hey, I'm the captain now."
I can totally see her doing that too. That's classic Marsha.
That's classic Marcy. I mean,
classic Marcy.
Marcia. Margarita.
I'm calling. That's what we're calling her from now on.
Margarita.
We got Greg Mode, Margarita, and Dodrick.
Yeah.
I have some like longer predictions that are
okay.
more.
Yeah. Like, what are you hoping for this season?
I have a feeling Greg is gonna fly under the radar because he's like one of us.
I mean, he is 6'7", so him to fly under anything.
Yeah, I guess like army crawl under the radar. But I have a feeling that he's gonna get underestimated by a lot of people.
Yeah,
and then he's gonna make a move and make some waves. Like he's gonna do some stuff.
Okay.
He's gonna like jump on an opportunity and he might screw some people over, but like they underestimated him and they gave him in the opening.
Do you think he has the ability to like be heartless like that?
I do, because I mean, think about what he did. He's this guy from the middle of nowhere who barely even knows his great uncle.
Yeah.
Doesn't know any of the other family.
Right.
And he showed up to his 80th birthday, tagged along, and shouldered his way into like the company.
Right. But the thing is too, like, when people called him Craig, he didn't say anything.
True.
Like, I could see him having trouble like pushing through and saying like, no, this is mine type thing. Because like, he is family, but like, he doesn't see himself as family, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I think he could. I think I think he can become. He can
grow
heartless.
for sure.
He can become heartless.
Right. Okay.
So I don't know if that'll happen this season.
Yeah.
But maybe a long run. But maybe this season.
Yeah, I will say like with my first watch through, which happened very quickly, because like I watched it the first 3 seasons over a weekend.
That's insane.
That's like what started this problem. Really, this is what started this podcast. Actually, this was all COVID, by the way. Thanks, Dr. Fauci. So, like, in the first episode, I was really hoping to see, like, Kendall, like, step into the role as successor. But the problem is, like, everyone in the family knows that Logan didn't want him to. So that dynamic is kind of tough as well. Which, the name of the second episode is Shit Show at the Fuck Factory. Which is so good, by the way.
Do you just know every episode title?
The first one is $1 Million Home Run.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. So you watched that first episode and you wanted to keep on going. You were hooked.
So you know how like at the end of an episode, it'll give you like it'll send you to the outro, and then it'll have like the timer to like the next episode.
Yeah, like next step.
Yeah. I clicked that within a second.
Oh, so you were hooked. You were ready to go.
I was. I think part of it was like the intrigue of like how does this power dynamic, who takes it? Because obviously it's up for grabs.
Mm-hmm.
Logan is out of the picture from what we know of right now. So who steps into that? Is it Marcia because she knows she's on the trust? Is it Kendall because he believes he's next in line? Is it Roman because he thinks he's a chief operating officer when he's a dipshit who wanted to make a movie called Robot Olympics? So it's up in the air. But that's what I think initially hooked me and really what got me interested.
And I think also you have like a love for like white collar kind of finance.
I do. Like right now I'm reading a book on accounting for fun.
Like just in your free time?
I'm reading that and then a book on the Burr method of house hacking. Buy, rehab, refinance, repeat.
Cool. I'm reading The Picture of Dorian Gray.
Oh, is that by who's the author?
He's it's like a finance book. It's Oscar Wilde. He's like a famous like early.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the actress?
No, his daughter. His daughter's the actress.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the one with the baby with John Mulaney.
No, that's Olivia. That's Olivia Munn. That's Olivia Munn. Olivia Wilde is his daughter.
Oh, yeah,
She's
yeah,
the
yeah.
one who divorced Jason Sudeikis for Harry Styles.
Right.
And then strong-armed Florence Pugh into making a movie with Shia LaBeouf,
Right.
who had domestic abuse allegations and stuff like
The
that.
Transformers movie.
Yeah, and Florence Pugh was uncomfortable because of said accusations.
The Black Widow movie.
Yeah,
He was in that.
she was. Pugh.
They were together.
No. But, and then Olivia Wilde, like, strong-armed her and, like, took Shia LaBeouf's side.
Really?
Yeah.
So are we talking about different people?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't... So that just wasn't my reaction. I kind of don't care. I just not... White-collar, like, finance...
Right.
Business type stuff doesn't really interest me. But, I just finished the Fall of the House of Usher
Yeah.
on Netflix.
You've been talking about that one.
And it's basically like if Succession was a horror movie.
Okay.
Because it's about like a insanely rich and wealthy family that's super dysfunctional.
Do you remember the movie we saw in theaters like before COVID? It was like the board game family.
Yeah.
Is it similar to that?
No.
Oh. What?
Yeah, that's the Ready or Not.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh my
you fell
gosh.
asleep in the theater.
Yeah.
But you woke up, and every time I asked you a question about the movie, you knew about it. Like parts I knew you were asleep. So I was honestly scared afterwards.
It's in me, baby. I got that dog in. I'm Greg mode all the time.
But no, that's a good movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But that's just, I mean, there's some supernatural, but it's just kind of like family against an outsider.
Okay. Yeah.
This is supernatural, but it's I don't want to give anything away, but it's a family under attack.
Okay. Yeah.
By some supernatural force.
Interesting. I'll check it out.
And they're insanely rich. And it's really good. It's the guy who made it's Mike Flanagan.
Okay.
And he's the one who did Hill House
Yeah.
and Bly Manor and Midnight Mass, which is really good.
So I mean, like overall in the episode.
Back to
There's not much to base it on yet because we're episode 1. But what would you rate this first episode? Come on, don't do
like.
it.
Are we saying like how good the episode is, or how good it is as a pilot?
You have to rate it as a pilot.
As a pilot, it's not good in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
In my opinion.
Okay. Will this change your mind? The pilot was filmed almost 9 months before the second episode was shot.
Damn, why? Oh, because they had to approve, like, get them picked up?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's still hope.
Okay. See, as a whole episode, I'm sure it'll probably bump up as I see more.
Mm-hmm.
I would give it like a 7.5. Or, 7.5. As a pilot, I'd give it like a 6.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's tough, though, because it's navigating a storyline that hasn't been done a lot. You know, it's navigating a family where you're trying to offer perspectives of someone who's just a regular person like Greg, someone who is new to the world and trying to find their way like Tom. You're offering the perspective of someone who believes that it's their time like Kendall, and someone who built this world like Logan. So it's a lot to put together in one episode, so I understand your opinion like that. But I think episode 2 will offer a little bit more of what you're looking for.
All right. Yeah, I didn't think it was bad. Mm-hmm. I just didn't think, like for me, like when I watch, I love stories. I love TV and movies.
Right.
And I think what makes stories are characters.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta have a character that I can latch onto and really like and root for.
We're going Greg mode.
And I like Greg, but he's just right now at least, such a like...
He's out of his depth.
Yeah, and he's like a fall away, like he's not one of the main...
Right.
yet. I don't know if he becomes it more. I'm sure he does. But right now, the main storyline is the Kendall and the Logan, and then the A and B stories are like the closer siblings. I feel like. I don't know.
I think it'll grow in the direction you want, but the only way to find out is to watch for episode 2, folks. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end of the episode, hell yeah, brother. Thanks for being here. Jordan, it's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you. We'll be back next week with another episode. Check out our socials.
Yeah, you're going to see the sneak peek for episode 2 on our socials in the coming days. So definitely take a look at that. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everything your grandma doesn't know about. Come and find us.
And I'd love to, leave a comment, tweet, comment on Instagram, whatever. I wanna find out if I missed any shots.
Yeah, and let me know if I took big shots or not. So
yeah, I can already. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Let's do it.